Good evening, I'm Amy Webster and it's my pleasure to welcome you to a Cup clash not to be missed. Gold Coast Knights and North Lakes United collide in a Queensland Cup semi-final that can't help but feel like a reunion with real consequences. Once entrenched rivals in FQPL1, they now meet from very different vantage points. Knights sitting at the summit of NPL Queensland and North Lakes pushing hard for promotion back into the top tier. It would be silly of me to make any predictions with this one. We all know how cup football can of course level everything. Form, ladder position, history. It all fades when a spot in the Queensland Cup final is on the line. Knights bringing the polish and momentum of a side full of confidence, while North Lakes arrive with the hunger of a club desperate to prove they can still mix with Queensland's elite. Tuesday night football is upon us. I'll step you through the lineups as we see our captains get ready. Emily Clark in goal. It's an unchanged side for Glyn Boyd, in fact, from his recent league fixture. Emily Clark, Claire Farrington, Paige Taylor, captain on screen there, Amy Morland. Number 9, Dom Spampignato retains her place in the attack. Robin Spilsbury, Hinata Yamaguchi, Paloma Oliveira, Eri Takamura, Bronte Rose and Meg McGilligan. On the bench, Jaya Brown, Laura Elliott, Ash Adamson, Samantha Hughes and a couple of youngsters, Giselle Heck and Phoenix Rogers. For North Lakes United, they've had a bit of travel down the coast for this one. They are without Jess Joyce in between the sticks, so Ella Mildwaters will be deputising. They have Max Stokes, Keo Yamamuro wearing the captain armband this evening, Rosie Sutton, Alyssa Hutchison, Charlie McLennan, Tara Thomas, Riley Schneider, Daniela Casey-Poyler, Maddie Harris and Emma Woods. On the bench, just 4 waiting in the wings, Ashley Hummels, Gemma Smedley, Bridget Adamson and some firing power waiting in the wings with Holly Kuipers. Will be Gold Coast Knights, the home side, setting up left to right from my viewing vantage. And going right to left, we have North Lakes in their away strip. So old foes reunite for this one. Sides backing up from their league fixtures. It does get a little bit congested at this stage of the season. So Keo Yamamuro with the captain armband. So also absent Willow Lucena, the skipper. And Ava Kiss is cup tied for this one. Dom Spampignato with an early little test there for the North Lakes defence. Rosie Sutton trying to go on a run there. She had Hutchison to her left. Spilsbury and Farrington centre halves for Knights this evening. Absence of many experienced players in the wider squad for this one. No Corey Kane, no Holly Palmer, no Kitano, no Jessie Rashad, and significant absence. Their top league goal scorer Harriet Withers also sits this one out. 18 league goals in 18 appearances. It's a satisfying statistic if ever I saw one. But they are not without firing power, and this one on the ball, Meg McGilligan scored a cracker in their recent league fixture. Oliveira going to slot that one across, but Charlie McLennan was equal to it. First corner of the game in the early stages. There's Takamura on the kicking duties in the absence of Withers in the recent league fixture, and there is Takamura, ball in towards the back post. McGilligan colliding there with McLennan. They just came together there, and both looking to have come off as bad as each other in that tackle. Nothing doing in terms of a foul for the referee. So pretty happy for play to continue, but just a pause there while both of them just stagger back to their feet. Little nod there, gritted teeth from McGilligan. North Lakes with the throw. Hinata Yamaguchi rolling that one across, finding the feet of Spilsbury. Takamura, we know she likes to come in, just drop into that space in the middle of the park. Farrington appeals for the ball having gone out of play there, but the assistant on that far side thinks not. And that time it does roll over. Amy Morland muscled off the board there by Hutchison. Ball forward in the direction of Sutton. Cut out by Spilsbury. Lovely ball down the line, finds McGilligan. He's got Oliveira in support. Couple of bodies sitting for in the box. Will settle for the throw. In towards Spampignato. McLennan is the first to it with the head. Pressure still on here from Knights. Throw taken quickly by Spilsbury. In it goes towards Morland. And McLennan get there. Good support from Tara Thomas. Very well played there by Thomas. Given away instantly though to Knights. Farrington over toward Taylor. Nice block there by Poyler. Mary Takamura moving the ball around, commanding that middle area of the park. And Spilsbury drives forward. The spectators are liking what they see here as McGilligan latches onto that through ball. No, she doesn't. Beaten to it. Good defending again there at the back. There's been plenty of goals in the run-up to the semi-final for both these sides. Gold Coast Knights putting 15 away throughout the group stages. They search for one here with Takamura, slides it through in towards Spampinato instead of hitting it herself. And North Lakes clearing their lines, but still finding the ball fall at the feet of Knights. Here is Yamaguchi. Lovely ball through to Spilsbury. One heavy touch there from Spilsbury, sees it cleared away. Sutton trying to reverse the momentum. Stokes with Schneider in front of her. Emma Woods ahead of her. Hutchison wins that loose ball. Keo Yamamura appealing strongly there for handball on the edge of the box. Waved away. Ref says play on. There was a little stall there as players just assumed the whistle was going to go. Knights, though, stay switched on and clear the danger. It's going to bounce kindly for North Lakes to clear. Mentioned 15 goals scored in the run-up for Gold Coast Knights, 25 for North Lakes United. Included a 10-0 win in their opening fixture. Entering the competition in round 3, of course. Yamaguchi does well there to get past Yamamura. Takamura holding the ball up under pressure, does well there. North Lakes just avoiding giving away the foul. Stolen in the middle of the park. Good intensity so far from both these sides. As soon as Knights get hold of the ball, North Lakes are looking keen to shut it down. North Lakes losing out there though. Morland deciding to go on a run. Ball slotted through for Oliveira. Does she stay on side? No flag. Ball blocked and out it goes. Good block there. Maddie Harris coming across. Joining from New South Wales, Maddie Harris. She captained the regional New South Wales under-18 select team, winning an international tournament. Normally a midfielder, but did find herself playing centre-back in the Kappa Pro Series final. Of course, North Lakes United already with hands on silverware this season. Win over Logan Lightning. Takamura sends it deep. Farrington did get there, but saw it go behind. Picked up though by McGilligan. Morland gives it back. Farrington trying to juggle that on the knees. Stayed in, and Woods can collect. Given straight back to Dom Spampinato. Nice, maintaining the pressure. Spampinato with the strike. Spampinato, over it goes. Little early rangefinder there. It was Paige Taylor with a lovely ball. And Rose passing on there to Spampinato. North Lakes just struggling to get it out of their half. Morland, nice first touch, but Yamamura very quick to get back and defend. Sutton. Support from Stokes. Riley Schneider now with a run. She's got Emma Woods ahead of her. Woods will get there. A little heavy touch runs the ball into the path of Paige Taylor-Woods. Giving away the throw, good determination trying to win that ball back. Sutton finding herself dragged out wide. Throw goes the way of North Lakes. Warland picks up the scraps. Rolls it across for Oliveira to get onto Tara Thomas. Quick off the mark. Now Takamura has room to roam. Spampignato in front of her sends it through and runs through into the path of the keeper. It's energetic from both sides in the opening 14 minutes. Charlie McLennan with a bit of an unorthodox clearance. Ball bouncing around to safety in the end. I would make the early assumption that neither side will want to see this go beyond the 90 minutes. As mentioned earlier, they have plenty of football already in the legs and still important games still to come as we get to the back end of the season. Gold Coast Knights trying to hold on to that top spot. North Lakes United trying to fight their way back into the top flight. McLennan. Knights with a throw. Spilsbury across to Farrington. And that will be a free kick. Paige Taylor brought down on that far side. It's Emma Woods driving back from her attacking position. Unsurprising, see that it is Eri Takamura standing over the free kick, collected and spilt by Ella Mildwaters, and it's once again Emma Woods back to clear the danger. Lovely little flick there. Eri Takamura fights her way into the box, appeals of handball, it's still not cleared away. Little tumble in the box there. Maddie Harris and Riley Schneider dropping back to defend. Plenty of chatter at the back as North Lakes just get themselves organised. There's a little bit of rotation occurring in the early stages between the back centre halves for Anthony Costa's side. Amy Morland picks it up in a dangerous spot. Spilsbury's come forward to support. Paloma Oliveira, we know how dangerous she can be on the ball. Morland. And Charlie McLennan back to defend Tara Thomas with the last touch. Oliveira allowed to turn, and she'll have a little run here Tara Thomas does very well, gets her body back behind the ball. No corner conceded. Throw in it will have to be. Few new faces in this night's setup since these sides last faced each other, but for the most part there's a lot of familiarity from the former FQPL 1 competitors. Emma Woods coming forward now on the far side. Rosie Sutton in support. Emma Woods goes for goal and it's collected. Emily Clark gets her first touch. It's a lovely ball just to split through the defence there. Great effort. Just a little far out to trouble the experienced number 1. Strong play there by Sutton. Woods. Yamamura forward. Cut out by Bronte Rose. Given straight back. Luckily the ricochet comes back to Claire Farrington. Strong challenge there, McLennan on Oliveira. Ref's pretty happy with it, so play will go on. Hutchison with the switch. He's got Yamamura in support. Doesn't need her though because the ball is picked from her pocket. Both sides just giving it away to each other in the middle of the park. Yamamura under pressure from Spampignato. Maddie Harris playing the ball off Oliveira. Knights just sending red shirts to try and box North Lakes in. 20 minutes of the first half have passed us by. Throw sent straight towards Morland. The whistle has gone for a foul on Oliveira. Amy Morland was trying to trot away with it there, but the referee had already blown the whistle. Decent position here for Takamura. Yet to score herself in this competition, Eri Takamura, but does have 4 league goals. Takamura goes deep towards the back post, and behind it goes. Couldn't bundle it in there at the back, Knights. It was a fairly lofted ball there from Takamura. There was cues at the back. It was Farrington steamrolling in. Taken short and running across the face of goal. That was a pretty brave move from the North Lakes United defence. They do get the free kick inside their own half, so they can continue in possession. Meg McGilligan down the line for Oliveira. McLennan across again. Maddie Harris in defence. There is McLennan just to get there in time and put off Takamura. Anthony Costa certainly making a defender out of Maddie Harris. She looked pretty solid in that Kappa Pro Series final. putting in a good shift in the early stages of this one. Keo Yamamura downfield for the isolated Sutton. Tara Thomas getting in on the action. Emma Woods on the chase. Paige Taylor will have to stand strong here and does. Emma Woods has won her side a throw on the far side. There's plenty being thrown into these challenges from both sides, not holding back in the tackles as the rain starts to fall down the coast. Bronte Rose with the header away. McLennan. And out it goes for a throw. Emma Woods on the right for North Lakes. Can she get a ball into the box? Happy to pull it back and build momentum. Schneider's in support. Schneider does very well there to get around the challenge. And back post lurking was Tara Thomas. Couldn't get a boot on it. It's a good attack here from North Lakes. Great ball in across, and Farrington and McGilligan, Spilsbury in the mix for Knights, but it went all the way across. Here is Farrington still with that strapping on the left quad. It's something that was noticed in the league fixture. Didn't seem to trouble her though, putting a full shift in the recent fixture against QAS. Lovely ball across the face of goal. Layoff for Amy Morland. And Morland leaning back as she hit that one. McGallagher with the square ball across. Lovely little touch there from Spampagnaro to lay off the ball to her captain. Again, North Lakes playing with it in front of their goal, making me, for one, pretty nervous with those sorts of manoeuvres, but they're paying off. I'll have to be very careful of the likes of Spampagnaro, Takamura, and of course Meg McGallagher latching onto one of those. Spilsbury. Sutton with a lovely little flick across. No one there to meet it, so Paige Taylor will have time to get back. Both sides vying for a place in the Kappa Queensland Cup final. They will have to await news of their opposition. The other semi-final not taking place until Sunday this week. 2:30 kickoff. Edge Hill United hosting Gold Coast United. So we may have thought that North Lakes had a bit of travel this evening, but there'll be plenty of travel involved in that one as Gold Coast United make their way to Cairns. Gold Coast Knights not progressing past round 5 last year in the Cup. They were defeated 2-0 to Easts. They come forward here, headed up. Meg McGallagher at the back post. Out it goes. North Lakes United making it to the quarter-finals in the 2025 edition of the Queensland Cup. Defeated 2-1 to Olympic. Ball allowed to bounce there in a dangerous area. Keo Yamamura has to get a boot to it. Daniela Casey Poyler. Lovely ball forward for Tara Thomas to chase. Great tackle. McGilligan appealing for that to be a Knights ball, and that's the way that the referee points, so throw in to Gold Coast Knights. McGilligan. North Lakes do have the throw this time. Tara Thomas. Yamamura has support from Harris. Oliveira's having none of it and wins it back for her side. Spampiniado with a weighted pass in the path of Oliveira, but Casey Poyler gets across, supported by Mild Waters in net. Nothing to split the sides in the first. So we're approaching 30-minute mark. Eri Takamura picks that one up. Loose touch from Hutchison, ball through. And it is cut out. Appeals for a pass back from Knights. Again, waved away by the referee. Hinata Yamaguchi in decent space, giving the ball away cheaply though. Amy Morland, she's picked a couple up in that position, this time choosing to shift the ball around using her centre halves. Knights just getting a little bit of space. Long ball into the path of Oliveira. Overhit there. The conditions might just start to play a little bit of a factor in terms of the style of football these sides are playing. Ball forward for Sutton, switched across for Woods. Tara Thomas, furthest player forward for North Lakes. Bronte Rose. Takamura dispossessed. Thomas on the left once again. Finds the feet of Hutchison. A lovely little flick on there for Thomas. North Lakes on the attack. No white shirt in a spot there for Farrington to clear away nicely. Hutchison lets that one roll by. Casey Poyler trying to dance her way past Eri Takamura, but back it goes for Harris. Hutchison. Lovely little ball through for Keo Yamamura. She's got players ahead of her. Yamamura's going to go for the strike. It was wide of the mark, but also collected by Emily Clark. It'll go down as a shot, but not troubling the Knights keeper on that occasion. North Lakes United sitting in second spot currently on the ladder in FQPL 1 point behind Caboolture FC. North Lakes did have a couple of points deducted for a breach of competition rules, so it could have been a different story. It would have been a different story had that not occurred, but still games to be played. Eri Takamura with an uncharacteristic shot wide there. Gold Coast Knights on top of the ladder. They've got a game in hand over on Brisbane City. 3 points clear of them as things stand. Early change there for Glyn Boyd's side. It's Laura Elliott that's come on for Dom Spampiniano. That's seen Meg McGilligan go up into that central attacking position. Interesting early change there. Unsure whether that's a niggle that Spampiniano's dealing with or early tactics from the Gold Coast Knights coach. Switch across does find Elliott. Oliveira sending the ball in, cleared away. McLennan's back on her feet. McLennan sends it into the middle of the park. And it's Ash Adamson, more fresh legs too. It was a double change for Glyn Boyd. So Ash Adamson and Laura Elliott in the mix. Morland. McGilligan picks it up. Dispossessed there by Maddie Harris. Oliveira just checking where she's playing. Has anything changed since the two subs came on? She's told to stay exactly where she is and keep doing what she's doing. Laura Elliott on the overlap. Elliott off the bench against QAS and popped up with a pretty quick goal. Big smile on her face. Morland drags that one wide. McGilligan with a strike. McGilligan forces the save. Ella Mildwater's called into action. It's McGilligan who has moved into that attacking position following those two changes for Glyn Boyd's side and nearly found a breakthrough. Will be a corner. Deep towards the far post and all the way in it goes. Straight from the corner. Didn't need a touch. There is Eri Takamura once again on the score sheet. It was an absolute beauty. It was floated in. And all the way through it goes. Harriet Withers might have to watch out. Eri Takamura's got her eye on those corner kicking duties. Knights breaking the deadlock. To North Lakes have an immediate response. Hutchison. Her ball through for Thomas, cut out by Spilsbury. Laura Elliott, a little overzealous there in the challenge on Tara Thomas. Free kick. Will be the skipper, Keo Yamamuro, to take. Also searching for her first goal of the tournament. Spilsbury came across to cover and Emily Clark got a touch to it just to make sure, so it will be a corner. It was Hutchison who was in the danger zone there, couldn't connect. Hutchison coming across, just dragging out Amy Morland from that defensive position. North Lakes nearly with an immediate reply, headed off the line. And Taylor in the end runs it back into trouble. Sutton with the overlap for Emma Woods to chase, and Spilsbury does very well. Goal kick. Spilsbury, cross to Farrington. Ash Adamson going into battle on that far side. Oliveira will happily collect that one and send herself on a run, but heavy touch, and Maddie Harris can come out and clear. Farrington gets it back. Meg McGilligan finding herself in a deep position again. Bronte Rose occupying that front spot. North Lakes win it back. Hutchison shoved off the ball, but fairly by Claire Farrington. Tara Thomas. Morland scrapping to win the ball back. Amy Morland gets the ricochet, falls for Oliveira. Oliveira hits it, and wide it goes. Paloma Oliveira doesn't mind hitting them from there. This time wide of the mark. Laura Elliott screaming for it on this near side and gets it. Oliveira picks it up again. Sliding that one through for Elliott to chase. Straight into the keeper. That one went, and out it goes quickly for North Lakes United. Mike Stokes driving that one out. Straight back it goes though to Knights. Ash Adamson gives it away. Former Gold Coast United player, former Gold Coast United junior, Ash Adamson. So she's plied her trade down the coast for both sides. Takamura wants it. Takamura will, of course, receive it in the middle of the park. Finds Oliveira, a little pep in the step of Gold Coast Knights as they see this first half out.
Switch it. Now.
Spilsbury given away. Hutchison, heavy touch straight into the path of Takamura, who's happy to slow things down. 2 goals last week against QAS. Takamura was certainly the puppet master in that game, pulling the strings all over the park. Another one who often finds herself as the conductor, Amy Morland, just involved again there. Switch out this way to Elliott, rolled in for Farrington. Rose picks it up. Rose with that strap in on the left leg. Sorry, not Farrington. Wearing matching quad strapping Rose and Farrington. So there's a side that is patched together this evening.
Keep getting in the line where she can go to Elliott.
Yamamuro allowed to turn. We're into the final minute of the half. Lovely first touch there by Farrington. Elliott will chase. Experienced defending there. McLennan shielding the ball. Missed the majority of last season out with an ACL injury, Charlie McLennan. Well and truly back in action for Costa's side this season. Oliveira will get a touch on that, send it into the area. Rose to chase. Spilsbury does very well there. Elliott got a couple of Knights players screaming for it on that left side. Goes with the option on the right, which is Oliveira. North Lakes happy with that choice. They pick it up and go for the switch. And Taylor just finding Spilsbury as the half-time whistle is blown. 1-0 courtesy of an absolute screamer from a corner direct into the goal from Eri Takamura. Will this game be wrapped up in 90 minutes? Join us back here on FUTV very shortly and we will certainly find out.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Future game is changing, and so it's really important for us to understand that we're not developing players for the here and now, it's for the future.
It's extremely important to have an identity as a state. There's some key characteristics that we identified as being really important to Queensland players. The first one is creative, which refers to a player's technical ability, their base level technique and their X factor qualities. Second is courageous, how players influence the game, their levels of effort, their absolute desire displayed on the pitch. And then there's competitive, so their winning mentality, and that's got nothing to do with winning games. And that's a never say die effort, which is a hallmark of Queensland players in the past. It's something we want to continue to preserve.
That sort of frames everything we look for in a Queensland player. It's really important for every fan of every club, for every member, for every player to understand what it means to be a Queenslander, lean into the nature of the Queensland spirit. I think this is the most exciting time for youth development in a long time in Australia. We've seen so many young Queenslanders move on to bigger and better things. We've seen so much national team representation, and we've seen a massive shift in terms of the focus on youth development in a professional sort of setting within the A-Leagues. So if you're a young Queenslander, it's our job at Football Queensland to ensure that we're giving every opportunity to players to reach that stage and support talent wherever it may be to reach the higher echelons of the game.
I think football is always my thing, yeah. I just loved it. Yeah. I love being a part of the team and I love winning. Yeah. I played for Warriors in Townsville and it was really good and I learnt a lot and I felt like I was just having fun. I was really nervous at first because I'd played against these girls all growing up. Like I'd always been in the Townsville team, they'd been in the Metro teams, and I was really nervous because I didn't know whether I was good enough or whether I was just like overreaching. With the right support and the right coaching and the right programs to be identified, like carnivals, you can definitely get spotted and you can do it. From there, it's just how much you want it, really. The Queensland State Team program has helped me believe in myself because a lot of the time when I don't believe in myself, I don't perform as well, and that's probably what's let me down. Off the field, I'd say just like becoming a better person and more mature and friendly and outgoing, and I feel like helps me bring me out of my shell, I guess, yeah. I feel really, really grateful and really honoured that I've been selected and that I've been seen and identified to be good enough to play. Just to have the opportunity to play in front of national team coaches, and I just feel like super confident, super eager. It's really good to see my kind of progression from not making it at all to making it. The Queensland State Team program can really help push you into the A-League teams, the Premier League teams, the Matildas representing your country, and that's something that I aspire to do. I think just the level of coaching and the intensity and playing in a better team definitely makes you a better player, and you kind of understand what you have to do to get to that level, and it's, yeah, really good.
How do I feel this time? What's going on?
Welcome back to this Queensland Cup semi-final. Gold Coast Knights going in at half-time with a 1-goal advantage courtesy of Eri Takamura straight from a corner. We have at least 45 minutes ahead of us to see how this one will settle. Both sides just starting to raise the intensity at the back end of the first half. Emma Woods nodding that one back. There's plenty of scoring danger tallies people in these sides. Ball out wide. North Lakes with an early chance here. It will fall for Emma Woods. Emma Woods gets a shot off, slips as she does. And Emily Clark can collect. Good early signs though there from North Lakes. Farrington finds Oliveira, who's switched over to the left so far in this first half. There's a lot of versatility across both these sides, so I wouldn't expect them to stick to this formation for the remainder of the game. Riley Schneider for North Lakes United is a great example of that. Played 6 different positions in her 2025 season. New signing this year from the Uni of Northern Colorado. Farrington confidently playing the ball around the advancing Hutchison. Paloma Oliveira with the switch out wide. Laura Elliott, the intention of firing that one in, and fired it off the incoming Tara Thomas. Gold Coast Knights might have to restock those first aid kits with all the strapping that the players have on their thighs this evening. Paige Taylor, another there with a heavily strapped right thigh. Spilsbury. Given away there. Oliveira is going to pick it up from Takamura. Oliveira looking for support. One touch too many. Runs into Keo Yamamuro. North Lakes will want to break. Sutton looking for a free kick. Referee Rachel Solomon saying that was a fair challenge from Farrington. Spilsbury. Forward for McGilligan. Support from Ash Adamson. Rolled across nicely for Eri Takamura. Left foot strike. Collected this time. It just bounced in front of Ella Mildwaters, who could collect that one. Again, Eri Takamura looking dangerous. Takamura under pressure from Sutton. Uses her strength well to find Spilsbury. Knights will advance once again. Farrington finds the feet of Rose. Hutchison and Farrington just struggling to determine where that ball was going to land, and while that's happening, Knights are just cracking on with Meg McGilligan. Adamson. Ball in from Adamson and saved well by the deputising Mild Waters. No Jess Joyce for Costa's side this evening. Put out there by Oliveira. Falls loose. It's an unfortunate touch there from Takamura. Sutton is just lining that one up for the shot. It will be Alyssa Hutchison. It's Hutchison! And it dips, but just not early enough. Lovely move there for North Lakes United. Rosie Sutton couldn't quite get full control of the ball. It fell for Hutchison. Takamura herself fell, and Hutchison in the end gets the shot over the bar. Paige Taylor gives it away. Yamamura pokes it through, but given straight back to Knights. Ash Adamson. Laura Elliott with the overlap. McLennan comes across. Charlie McLennan doing very well. Get across and also ensure that her side get the throw. Interestingly, this evening, Holly Kuiper's 10 cup goals on her resume for this competition. Is not a starter for Costa's side. Schneider won't keep that one in. Rolled across for Elliott. Elliott and Adamson, the two players to come on. Pretty early changes for Glenboyd's side. As Adamson upended and wins her side the free kick. It was Charlie McLennan with the foul. Pivotal role in promotion from QPLW1 to the MPLW in 2024. North Lakes United, that solo campaign in the MPL, relegated back down to FQPL last season. And these two sides very familiar with each other. They were promoted up to the MPL together. 2024 saw Gold Coast Knights finish top of the FQPL1, 8 points ahead of North Lakes United. Both sides promoted in that campaign, but their 2025 seasons significantly different. Lovely ball back confidently there. Max Stokes just happy to play the ball back to the feet of a keeper, even under pressure from Knights in midfield. Farrington with a frustrated shake of the head as she sees her pass go straight to the feet of Casey Poyler. Took 37 minutes for Gold Coast Knights to find the net in the first half. North Lakes United coming out fighting first to get any chance on goal in the second half. 32 points from 14 league games so far in the league campaign for North Lakes United. 46 goals scored and only 10 conceded. So they certainly know how to find the net as they come forward here with Tara Thomas. Sutton drops for support, instead finds Yamamura. Sutton gets it eventually. Round the corner it goes for Thomas. Thomas with the first time pass across for Emma Woods. But Emily Clark with the support of Paige Taylor, who shielded that one from the incoming Emma Woods. The congestion in the schedule is not yet calming down for Glimboyd's side. They have their round 24 fixture away to Souths this weekend, and then they are back in action on Wednesday evening to play their makeup fixture for round 15 against Lions. They have to dig deep to get themselves through to the final stages of the season. They were one of the sides who were more significantly impacted by the weather down the coast. North Lakes United, following this fixture, will turn their attention to hosting Palm Beach as they continue their league campaign. McLennan. Blasted forward, Yamamura. North Lakes just sitting back a little more, so pretty quick press from North Lakes when the defence had the ball for Knights in the first half, but now that they're just conscious perhaps that they've got a bit of work to do with that 1 goal advantage for the opposition, they're just sitting back, allowing Knights to have a little bit more space when they've got it with their centre halves. That is time for Emma Woods this evening. She will make way and of course it is Holly Kuipers who has been thrown into the action. Anthony Costa means business. Holly Kuipers, the 18-year-old, 11 league goals so far this season for Kuipers. Second in the race for the Golden Boot. Getting on the ball early, it's going to cause a bit of bother on this near side for Taylor and Farrington, I would imagine. Farrington. Pressure on from Kuipers. Farrington does well, finds Oliveira. Takamura dropping in to support while Farrington gets back. Adamson on a run down that far side. Ash Adamson just just allowed the ball to run away from her slightly there, and North Lakes clear it out for a throw. The goal scorer, Takamura, runs into trouble. McGilligan. McGilligan hits it. McGilligan strikes it wide of the mark. You wouldn't put it past Meg McGilligan to hit the target from there, but on this occasion, it's wide of the mark. Put out by Taylor. Farrington picks it up. Amy Morland. Oliveira. Cut out by Hutchison. Kuipers with a nice little touch, but Oliveira picks it off her toes. Oliveira. Oliveira with a little look toward the ref, wondering why there's no whistle there as she's clipped by Kuipers. Kuipers has come on and means business. Paige Taylor up against Riley Schneider. Schneider does well, just clips that as it comes through, taking a bit of momentum out of the ball. Headed back by Farrington. Schneider. Stokes. Good little battle taking place this evening between Rosie Sutton and Claire Farrington, two strong players in their own right. Rosie Sutton, former professional player, of course, has competed not only here in Australia in the A-League with Brisbane Roar, Melbourne Victory and Adelaide United, Western Sydney Rondas and Perth Glory, but also overseas in Iceland. But in all of that experience, her only silverware of her career is that recent Kappa Pro Series trophy. So North Lakes giving her exactly what she's been searching for. Taylor will need to get there first up against Schneider, and she does. Oliveira moves it forward. Bronte Rose. Bronte Rose does well there to find Farrington through a little bit of North Lakes traffic. Adamson. Elliott on the overlap. Can Elliott get there? No, she cannot. Not quick enough. It's over behind for a throw. It was a big ask there, to be fair to Laura Elliott. It's a slightly heavy ball over and down the line. Paige Taylor. Lovely little 1-2 from her captain, Paige Taylor. Still going, Paige Taylor. Now North Lakes have got numbers forward with Hutchison and Kuipers headed away. Will fall for Stokes. Knights have had chance to get back behind the ball. Here comes the rain once again down in Carrara. And that will fall for a goal kick. Daniela Casey Poyler in the defensive ranks this evening for Anthony Costa's side. Did miss out on that Kappa Pro Series final, but for good reason. So we're representing the Cook Islands under national team, the Oceania FC Under-19 Championships. Snagged player of the match in her first game of the tournament. Another one that's come through the ranks here at North Lakes United. A couple of senior appearances to her name when they were in the NPL last year. Takamura driving forward. Eri Takamura looking for a second. Selflessly gives it to Oliveira, who has a strike from quite a way out. Kuipers dropped very deep to collect that, Holly Kuipers. And in doing so, sent her side forward. They'll have a free kick just inside the Knights' half. Given away again. Clark out to clear, given straight back. Adamson plays that one forward. Bronte Rose is on the charge. The flag stays down. Bronte Rose. Will it fall for Oliveira? Oliveira forces a save. Knights can't find their second. It wasn't without trying. It was a lovely ball. Potentially Riley Schneider playing Rose onside. And that second one there from Oliveira fired into the path of a diving Mild Waters. Takamura with a corner. This is exactly how Gold Coast Knights got off the mark. It was straight in from an Eri Takamura corner in the 37th minute. What has she got in the bag of tricks here? And towards the near post this time. Rosie Malone on the sideline and photographer duties, as we've been very used to seeing this season, as she is well on the way with her ACL recovery. It's good multitasking there on the sideline, Rosie, holding a brolly and operating a camera. Takamura with the free kick. One in the wall for North Lakes. Rain getting heavier. What impact will that have? Takamura goes towards the back post, hits the post, and over it goes with a touch. Must have taken a touch on the way through as the referee points to the corner. It was headed away. It was Keo Yamamura who got ahead to that. And out it went for a corner kick. Ash Adamson standing right on the keeper. Be delivered Near post this time. Straight at a North Lakes player. Takamura quick to get it back though. Flag stays down. North Lakes not quick enough out the back. Ash Adamson surrounded by North Lakes players. Ash Adamson throwing pressure building here for Gold Coast Knights. We will have a change. Ashley Hummels on for Costa's side. Straight into the action as they defend. Meg McGilligan forces the save. Oliveira will get there. Oliveira sends it back in the mix. And that first touch from Laura Elliott runs it straight back into the path of North Lakes. Can they break on the attack here? All important touch there from Takamura. Takes the sting out of the attack. Hutchison. And Spilsbury across to defend. It was end to end there. Sutton does very well. Ball across the face of the goal, but near post. And eagerly awaiting Emily Clark. So Holly Kuipers and Ashley Hummels. This is Ashley Hummels' second year at the club. She was the 2025 Golden Boot winner. There's 3 goals in this competition. 2 against Coomera in round 4 and 1 in that 10-0 thrashing of UQ in the opening round. Adamson. Spilsbury. Takamura in space. Takamura against Yamamura. Switches it out for Elliott. Hasn't had too much football this season, Laura Elliott. 8 league appearances. And this is her second in the cup. Anthony Costa on that far touchline. He's not scared of a bit of rain up on his feet as he barks the instructions at his side and just shuffles the pack a little with those recent changes. McGilligan. Straight to Daniela Casey-Poyler. 15 minutes of normal time left on the clock. It's a slim advantage to the home side so far. Emily Clark yet to be troubled, but all it takes is one clean opportunity, and with the likes of Hutchison and Kuipers in the mix, never say never. Takamura slips. Here come North Lakes once again. It is Ashley Hummels on the run. Paige Taylor uses a keeper. Throw in can be taken. The change we'll get confirmation of shortly. Jaya Brown on for Gold Coast Knights. Both sides bringing some fresh legs on. Schneider. Little flick on from Sutton, finds Hummels. Hummels sends it deep. McLennan has come forward from defence. North Lakes send it back in. It's Hummels on the edge. Hummels with a lovely first touch. Can Hummels get the shot off? Farrington fumbles with it, but Takamura clears the lines. Rosie Sutton dropped a little deeper, so bit of a switch around at the front. Hutchison, Kuipers and Hummels. No doubt we'll see Sutton roaming around with a bit of freedom. Takamura. Elliott under pressure on the far side, puts it out for a throw. North Lakes give it straight back inside their own half. Rose with the switch. Meg McGilligan couldn't trap that one on the edge of the 18-yard box. Cut out again. For Hutchison. Hutchison on the chest, sends it across for Schneider. Hummels will get there ahead of Taylor. Good defending. Spilsbury fires that one forward. It falls very kindly indeed for Bronte Rose. Meg McGilligan is the support act. McGilligan threads it through for Eri Takamura. Poked across for Moreland. Knights just switching the ball. Elliott on the far side. Quickly finds Ash Adamson. Adamson sends it out for a goal kick. Not a bad move there from Knights. Rose on the chase up against Casey Poyler. Rose does get there. Adamson ahead of her. Nice weighted pass from Rose. Adamson will fire that across. And behind it goes, this time for a corner. It's taken a clip on the way through. Farrington coming forward. Ushering Rose to come and join her, but Rose is going to lurk outside the area. Farrington, McGilligan and Adamson. Back post. It's gone towards the front post. Fired straight at North Lakes, and can they once again take advantage and break? Jaya Brown with a very unorthodox landing on the ball clearance, but North Lakes do get it back. And Paige Taylor has been very reliable in that left back position, Paige Taylor. Calmly playing that one across to her keeper, across the path of Rosie Sutton. McLennan does well up against Ash Adamson, holds her off. Sutton, little tug there on Morland. Referee says play on. Knights do have the ball. The referee and assistant giving that one tonight. North Lakes taking the throw and having to allow play to go back. It was a Knights throw. Nothing doing with that attack. North Lakes chasing the game. 7 minutes of regular time still in the tank. Farrington, McGilligan. Farrington just urged to slow things down and make sure she finds feet. It's past Taylor and allows Schneider to stick a boot through it, try and send her side downfield. Held up well, Yamamuro. Schneider down the line. Max Stokes sends it forward. Hummels dispossessed by Farrington. Appeals for the corner, but referee says goal kick. Paige Taylor the next to make way for Knights. Meg McGilligan sent back in for defensive duties. A couple of youngsters on the bench for Glyn Boyd's side. Giselle Heck and Phoenix Rogers. We'll have a little look at who's joined us. It is Phoenix Rogers. She's been stuck up top for Glyn Boyd's side. She's occupying that centre forward position. Adamson might look for her on this occasion. Adamson sends it in, and that one just flies all the way past those attacking bodies in the box. Adamson's found herself in some great space on that right hand side, but just not found the right pass into the box. Yamamura, captain for this evening. What can she conjure up? Bronte Rose, former Gold Coast United player, has got Ash Adamson, also a former Gold Coast United junior, and now Phoenix Rogers joining her in the attack. Gold Coast United junior Phoenix Rogers, and being a prolific goal scorer across her early years of football. North Lakes United going to have to look for something pretty special as we are into the dying embers of this fixture. 3 minutes remain. In the grand scheme of things, that is still plenty of time in cup football. Farrington just hacking that one away. Laura Elliott not able to do anything to keep that alive. Free kick. It's a pretty good spot here for North Lakes United to have a crack. Yamamura to stand over it. Emily Clark with plenty of red shirts in her wall. Keio Yamamura, far too much on that one, and high it goes. Emily Clark gets us back underway, fired straight at Hutchison. Meg McGilligan, no nonsense clearance downfield. Phoenix Rogers, can she keep it in? Does well on the near side. Rogers will chase. Rogers just hammering into Maddie Harris. Harris stands tall and runs away with it for North Lakes. Sent out for a throw just on halfway into the 90th minute here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Goal kick. It was a bit of hesitation from the assistant on the far side as he made his mind up. He was waiting for the referee. The referee was waiting for him, and in the end, North Lakes United with another opportunity to try and get this downfield and try and send this game into extra time. Given away. Jaya Brown. Jaya Brown with the opportunity to turn. Finds Rogers. Given away to Yamamura. It's a cracking ball for Hummels, but Hummels, frustrated slap of the thigh as she sees that one sliced. And Clark happy to just tease the North Lake attack. Headed on by Takamura. Hummels again sends it forward. Kuipers on the chase. Holly Kuipers not really getting too much of a look in since joining the game. She's a surprising statement to make. 10 goals across the competition. 2 hat-tricks in this competition for Holly Kuipers. North Lakes United will have, I know it is going to be a goal kick. They were hoping for a corner. We're into the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Rachel Solomon with a little look at her watch. Emily Clark taking her time. Sent down the line for Adamson to chase. Harris does very well at the back, and there it is, folks. The Queensland Cup run comes to an end for North Lakes United. Slim margins here, 1-0 the final result, courtesy of an Eri Takamura screamer from a corner in the 37th minute. Gold Coast Knights will now have to wait to see whether they will face Edge Hill United or Gold Coast United. That semi-final taking place at 2:30 p.m. on Sunday. We would love to see you tuning into that one, folks. The final of the Kappa Queensland Cup scheduled to take place the 22nd of August at Spencer Park. For now, attention will turn back to the league for both these sides as we are in the pointy end of the season. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Until next time, take care.